hysterical cry from a K-pop idol within a military institution is not something that commonly occurs, let alone becomes part of public consumption. But when shocking news spread that Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, cried hysterically inside a military complex, a wave of questions quickly flooded the internet. What could make someone as strong as Jungkook, known for his resilience under pressure and professionalism in front of the camera, lose emotional control? And why is this news being linked to his mother, who has remained very private and away from the media? This issue didn't arise from baseless speculation, but rather from internal reports circulating in restricted circles on Korean military forums. Over the past few days, discussions in online communities that typically follow the military service of celebrities have suddenly focused on one striking topic. There was an emotional outburst in the military unit where Jungkook is stationed. His cries were heard even from the adjacent barracks. Although this testimony was not accompanied by visual proof, it caused widespread speculation, especially because the incident coincided with a shocking revelation about his mother. According to a source who refused to be named, a military officer mentioned that on the day of the incident, Jungkook received a personal letter. The letter, according to this insider, was not the usual family note offering encouragement. It was reportedly from his mother, who has always remained away from the public eye and fiercely protected the family's privacy. But what's even more startling is not who sent the letter, but its contents and underlying implications. Some local media have started to associate the letter with a personal decision made by Jungkook's mother in secret, without her son's knowledge. The information remains tightly sealed, but suspicion is mounting that it involves a serious act with deep psychological impact on Jungkook, serious enough to trigger a drastic emotional reaction. Theories are emerging. Is his mother facing a serious issue? Was the decision a personal sacrifice? Or is there a long-hidden family secret? In several discussion forums, netizens speculated that Jungkook's mother had made a major decision for his future. A prominent theory suggests that she sold the family's property to support a children's charity under an anonymous name. They believe this news only reached Jungkook recently through a handwritten letter. Was this act motivated by emotional reasons? Or was it due to a financial issue hidden from the public? This fact has not yet been fully verified. Another clue supporting this theory is a report from local media about the sale of a major property in the Busan area, suspected to be linked to the John family. In a report from Korea's National Land Registry, ownership of a property under the John family name was transferred to an unknown social entity. Although Jungkook's name wasn't directly mentioned, the timing and location of the transaction align with the emotional incident at the military. From a psychological standpoint, clinical expert from Yonsei University, Professor Han Soo-jin, commented on the emotional toll such news could have on someone undergoing military service. The military environment is highly rigid and full of pressure. If someone receives deeply disturbing personal news, especially related to family, the emotional response can be extreme. This isn't weakness, it's a human reaction, she stated in an exclusive interview. What adds weight to this issue is the complete silence from Jungkook's agency, Big Hit Music. As of the time this report was published, there has been no official statement from Big Hit or HYB regarding Jungkook's condition or his family. Typically, when serious rumors arise, Big Hit is quick to clarify. But this time there's no denial, no comment, just silence. This has intensified the spreading rumors. If it weren't true, why would the agency allow the story to spread unchecked? Senior journalist Lee Min-ho from Hankook Ilbo stated that silence from the agency usually signals one of two things. Either they are unprepared to respond because the issue is genuinely private and unresolved internally, or they are trying to calm the situation to avoid further media frenzy. In South Korea's entertainment world, the private lives of idols remain a highly sensitive matter. As a global public figure, Jungkook bears a double burden, serving his country through mandatory military service while also being a global pop culture icon under constant scrutiny. When private matters like family come into play, the line between personal life and public responsibility blurs. This is the current reality, a soldier, even one as iconic as Jungkook, struggling with sorrow rooted not in battle, but at home. Social media analysts have also pointed out that Jungkook's family accounts have been unusually quiet lately. No posts, no likes, no signs of activity. Some believe his mother intentionally withdrew from social media to avoid public attention after her decision. Others suspect she may be dealing with a health condition that she doesn't want disclosed to the public. And this news was delivered to Jungkook through a personal letter. Could this be the reason behind Jungkook's emotional breakdown in the barracks? Amid this uncertainty, fans have rallied in support. Several overseas fan bases have even launched billboard campaigns and transit ads to send strength to Jungkook. They are not just expressing sympathy, but also urging HYB to speak up and alleviate public concern. Unfortunately, everything remains tightly closed. What's certain is that this incident has reopened discussion about the emotional pressure experienced by K-pop artists, even while serving in the military. Jungkook is not just enduring physical training and strict discipline, he's also facing a profound emotional burden stemming from matters far from the barracks, from his own home, from his own family. Now the question grows sharper. What exactly did Jungkook's mother do that made her son cry in one of the most unforgiving environments in the country? Is this a sign of an unresolved past, or an act of protection for the future? Is this the most extreme form of a mother's love, or a sign that something urgent is happening behind their calm public image? In the near future, the public hopes for clarity, whether from the family, the agency, or an official military statement. Until that moment arrives, one thing is certain: Jungkook has revealed his most human side under immense pressure, and the public can no longer see him as just an idol, but as a son weeping for the mother he loves deeply. But amid the flood of information, a crucial question must be asked seriously. Do we truly believe this event occurred as reported? Or could this be a fabricated story intended to attract global sympathy and media attention? Are we, as information consumers, being emotionally manipulated? Or are we witnessing the most honest side of a celebrity's private life? It must be clearly stated that the information in this article has been gathered from various media sources such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and other online platforms that have not all been officially verified. Therefore, the public is urged not to remain passive readers, but to become active critics. Does the lack of an official agency statement indicate a hidden truth, or does it mean this story has been exaggerated by outside parties? Could this be a media strategy to manufacture mass empathy through a narrative of suffering? We must dig deeper. Why did this story suddenly emerge, and why did it simultaneously appear across multiple platforms? Is this synchronization mere coincidence, or part of a deliberately constructed issue? If Jungkook really cried in the military, why has there been no clarification? And if it's false, who stands to benefit from the viral nature of this story? We invite you, the readers, to engage in discussion, to think critically, and to reevaluate. Is this a truth that needs deeper investigation, or merely sensationalism crafted for public consumption? Do not let emotion override verification. Stay smart, stay skeptical, and do not be easily swayed by dramatic narratives without solid grounding. Truth is not what goes viral, it is what can be proven. Thank you.